they put me in fucking prison. So what? You know what I mean? So what? Good. I'll be able to read some books. Good. I'll be able to talk to my comrades. Good. I'll be able to understand prison life and what the working class, thinks and feels. It's a school, right? And then you come out and you're even stronger from a Nietzschean point of view. You see what I mean? They haven't killed you, so you're stronger. So you see this observationally all the time over the last 200 years. But during the last 30 years, we've had this exceptionalism about this neoliberal notion of the self, which is, terrible things are happening. And obviously, right, you're not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. Terrible things happen. I've been criticised for this, or at least when the left was in its supremacist phase, before Corbyn got done in. The left was every time I said something like this on social media, left would be, you're some white supremacist because you don't understand that the marginalised, can't go to prison. It's like, no, it's like the marginalised always go to prison, always have, and always will.
Yeah, I remember. I think I had my phase of thinking that, and then I just remembered that that's not the history of black and brown communism at all.
Well, it's historic. To be blunt, it's historically illiterate, but it's also psychologically illiterate. With all due respect, right? Because it's just not what happens. We've had this post-traumatic stress sort of culture, which is real, and it's good that it's become a thing. For obvious reasons, right? Because terrible things happen to people and they feel terrible about it afterwards. No questioning about it. But for the sake of argument, it's around 20% of people that have that experience. And if you look at literature, for the sake of argument, it's around 60-70% of people experience post-traumatic growth. In other words, they take what is bad happening to them and they transform that, right? Because we're humans, we're not things, right? It's not like you chip away at a block. Humans aren't like that. They regenerate themselves. They're paradoxical. Bad things happen and you grow through it. And everyone knows that. How do you grow, become a better person, more mature? Because shit happens, right?